Good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? Anybody out there? Gonna wait. Hey, Barbara, how are you doing? Could just be you and me today. Oh, there's Joyce. Hey, Joyce. There's Jim and Pat. Maybe just Pat, maybe Jim. There's Fran. Hey, guys. So make sure that you have a couple of weights if you have it. I do have a band, but I just tried to test out one of the moves with the band and it kind of snapped on my ankle and doesn't feel real good. But if you don't have any weights for that particular exercise we're going to do, hey Liz, hey Gail, you can maybe grab a book, a heavy book, that would be perfect, or a big heavy water jug if you have that, so go ahead and go grab that. Let me know what's going on today, give me a thumbs up, little heart. Let me know other things that you're doing. I would love to know what everybody's doing today. I'm going to wash the car and try to figure out what to do about a crown on my tooth that just broke off this morning. So that's kind of exciting. Not really. I was hoping maybe my husband could fix it for me, but he has forgotten all his dental skills. So, are you guys ready? Because I'm thinking maybe we should just go back to sleep. Nope. Naveen, what do you think? Should we go back to sleep? Yes. Okay, there's Pam. So I guess we'll get going. Okay. So same kind of thing we've been doing all along. If you got some music and you want to put it on to help you, let's go ahead and do that. Put on some funky whatever to get yourself motivated. So same thing we've been doing. I got 8 different exercises. Some of them look the same as what we've been doing, a couple different things. We'll go through it probably twice, about 45 minutes. If you belong to MVP, we're doing this 5 and 5 challenge. You got 10 lunges, 10 mountain climbers, 10 lunges, 10 squats, 10 push-ups, and 10 crunches. You're going to get those in today, so don't worry about that. You can cross off today and Thursday as 2 of the 5 days. So let's just take your feet a little bit wider than your hips and just squat down, grab something imaginary, bring it up. Inhaling as you come up, exhaling as you reach down. Just kind of warming up your whole entire body with your breath. Nice easy movement. Filling up your whole body. Big gigantic stretch at the top. Noticing how your knees and your hips feel. Also, I'm wearing my MVP shirt today to remind some of you that we do have an account out on the MVP site for some of our furloughed part-time employees who are not getting paid at this point. Let's just start to March. So most of our full-time people are getting at least 80% of their pay, but our part-time employees are not getting anything. And some of those employees really depend on that part-time income for their livelihood. So if anybody wants to contribute any amount to that fund, you can just go to mvpsportsclubs.com and there'll be a way to click somewhere on that to add any amount of money you want, $5 or $10. If you're really liking these classes, that's a good way to do that, since I'm doing this all just, well, really for me, because it's really all about me, to keep myself moving, but I'm really happy that you're all here. Okay, so if you can't find it, private message me, text me, call me, whatever, and I'll try to get it working for you. So let's do a little step touch side to side. Just getting your heart rates up. Make sure you start your watches. So, we don't want yoga. That's coming up next. So just a little strength training workout today to start your Tuesday. All right, so I'll just tell you a funny story because that's what I do. I went to the mailbox this morning to mail my mother some elastic that I found in one of my sewing boxes. Yes, I have a sewing box. I know that sounds weird that I would have a sewing box, but I do. So I found some elastic. She's making some bands, so I'm sending it to her. Let's just lift our knees. Maybe tap opposite knee with your hand. So I go to the mailbox. I'm reading all these weird detective stories, and we're watching Bosch on Amazon Prime. So I'm already a little bit leery of people sitting in cars by themselves. Some weird guy with some weird accent is sitting at the mailbox in his running car, approaches me and asks me some weird question about mailing something, and I get all nervous, like he's gonna abduct me or something. But he didn't, because here I am. But it was weird. Okay, how about hamstring curls? Getting the back side of your legs warmed up, and let's reach and pull. But he kept coming towards me, and I kept thinking, guy, like 6 feet, come on. I kept backing up, trying to get in my golf cart. And as soon as he shut up, I gassed that thing and got the heck out of there. But he had no idea how to get packages mailed to his house. And he said he'd lived here for 2 years and hasn't gotten any mail. That's weird. And a little unlikely. Okay, can we be done now? Because I feel like my heart rate's up. Talking. Feel free to talk back to me. Whatever you want to say to me, you can. Maybe I'll take a break and read some of the comments that you're making. So let's just march again. All right, feet a little bit wider than your hips, arm circles. Let's see what everybody's saying. Oh, I'm going out for a walk afterwards. That sounds great. Okay, Pam, you are like the Energizer Bunny. How about we go forward? I was thinking maybe riding my bike later again, but I think I'm going to wash the car. It really is weird that I'm getting really comfortable talking to myself in my house. My husband's right outside the door. He's probably wondering if I've gone crazy, and yes, I have. Okay, you ready? So first thing, wood chops. So this is where I was going to try to get you to use a band, but it just doesn't work very well. So I would take a weight, a heavy book, or a something just heavy that you have. Maybe a big water jug, milk carton, big can of something that you have, and we're going to place it down on the right side of your right foot. So we got minutes, 1 minute on the right side. What you're going to do is pick up the weight, squatting, and then reach and push it up. So they're little wood chops, sort of. So it's getting a lot of different muscles. You're going to try to do your best to squat down and get it, and not bend forward and get it. All right, so you got 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So squat, reach, set it all the way back down and stand up. Yeah, let's do that. Because we're doing it for a minute on each side. So let's rotate over on those toes, the right toes, lifting your heel up. Working a little bit on your coordination there. If you don't want to stop and stand back up, perfectly fine. But a minute is a long time, and we're doing it on both sides, so gives you a little bit more cardio. You're going to exhale as you push that weight up. Use your breath. You got 6 more seconds on this side. So when you put this down next time, switch to the other side. All right, 1 minute, left to right. Oh, not a good idea to put the weight down on your foot. Ugh. How are we doing? Well, I'm tired already. And this side hurts my knee a little bit more, so I know I'm moving a little slower. 30 seconds. Remember, you can be uncomfortable, but I don't want you to be in pain. So if something causes you pain, like my knee right now, you just go slower, really think about the movements, or you take a break. 5 seconds. All right, last one done. Next thing, planks or mountain climbers. So if you're an MVP person and you want to get your mountain climber in, this is the time to do it. So mountain climbers from a plank position, you just come up and back. Let's just all do that. In 3, 2, 1, go. 1 minute. Right, how many do we have to do? Just 10. So you're definitely going to get your 10 in. If you need to be on your knees, perfectly fine. In fact, if you're going to be on your knees, I'd come in, out, in, and down. And maybe you could just do here. I would substitute this maybe for your mountain climber. Little tiger pose, opposite arm, opposite leg is perfectly fine. But the mountain climber will get your heart rate up. You could also do this standing at the wall, just lifting high knees. You have, 1 second. Up you go. Alternating lunges with a weight or not, you decide. We're going to twist. So here's your 10 lunges that you're going to get. You can hold a weight or not. Hold a book if you want. We're going to alternate right foot first, twist, come back, step back. Left foot forward, twist, and back. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Nice and slow so you get your form right. It's not better to do more. It's better to do them correctly, keeping your knee right over your ankle and tracking over the middle of your toes. If the twist is too much, you can just lunge forward and back. This is fine. The twist is going to work your balance. I also just read a little golf exercise or golf article that this can help work on your speed of your swing, which will translate to a further ball distance. All right, that's already a minute. Easy peasy. Let's do dips or extensions. So with the chair or your couch or a table, you got dips. If you want to use a band, you can do one arm this time and the other arm the second time. So you're going to hold the band here and just work one arm up and back. You can also just use a weight and do extensions. I think this is what I'm going to work on today. Let's go wherever you want to be. If you've already been working, good for you, you get extra time. 10 seconds already gone. Keep your elbows in line with those shoulders. If you're dipping, you're rubbing that back very close to the chair or whatever it is that you're using to dip. You're rubbing those elbows along your rib cage. You're already halfway. Probably if you started right when I said, before I started talking so much, you could be almost done. But if you can, you got 15 more seconds. 10. Exhale on the press. 4, 3, 2, and 1. What is next? Squats, curls, and a press. So if you're going to use the band because you don't have weights, grab your weights if you have them. I'm going to show it with the band today. So your feet about hip distance apart. We're going to squat, come up, curl, turn, and then you're just going to press as far as you can with your bands. Let's go. If you are not using the band and you want to come up on your toes, or you have the band positioned in a way that will allow you to lift up on the toes without your bands coming from underneath your feet, you can add little calf raises. Curl, turn the palms forward when you press. Complete the bicep curl before you squat. Breathe. 15 seconds. What is next? Ooh, everybody's favorite. 5 seconds. Push-ups are going to be next. Floor, chair, or wall. Let's go. Wherever you want to be. Knees, toes. You pick your option. You got 1 minute of them. Let's go. Oh, where are we? Oh, we're almost halfway. We are halfway. So if you're on your knees, you're using more range of motion, but your elbows bending just 90 degrees. Try not to come lower than 90. If you're on your toes, you can be bigger than 90, so maybe you don't bend as far because you're working a little harder on those toes. You have 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back up, see what we got. Rows with crouches. So if you have a band and that's what you're going to use, I want you to curl it up a little bit and step on it about here, because you're going to put your right foot forward on that band. Get it in a position that you can row where it feels like you're actually doing something heavy there. So go ahead and get that going. I'm going to use some weights. And if you're going to do the band, you're only going to do, well, yeah, let's only do the right foot. And the next round, you can switch to the left foot. Everybody else, we're going to do 3 and 3 on each side. So crouch, fly 3 times, and then switch. Because you can't really switch if you're using the band. And you might need to move just a little slower with the band. So crouching rows, try to get your shoulder blades together and then come back. Halfway already. So if you're using that band, remember which leg you started with. You got about 10 seconds. It's probably enough to do one set on each side, or about 4 more with that band. All right, drop that down on the floor, just regular crunches so that my MVP people can get their crunches in. Hands behind your head, 1 minute, go, just up and down. You can make these more challenging for yourself by lifting your knees up over your hips. You can also extend your legs up in the air. You decide what you'd like to work on today. I think my feet just right on the floor seems fine today. But don't let my options choose your options. You do more than you think you can do. We are stronger than we think. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here's a little break. That was already 8 things. Nicely done. How are we? Good? Good, good, good. Whew. Make sure you're drinking something. So all we're gonna do is just repeat that one more time. That's it. So let me see who is on here. Excellent. I love it. All right. Nap later. I like that, Deb. I just can't take a nap in the afternoon. I wish I could, but I just can't. I'm just too afraid I won't be able to sleep at night or something. I don't know. It makes me feel, I don't know what, but anyways. Okay, good morning, Dan. I hope to actually meet you in person one day at MVP, hopefully. You're just in time to start the next round. I know some of you are like, how can she see me? Well, some of you have your settings set so that when you view somebody's live video, it actually rolls up on my screen and I can see. Okay, how about 10 seconds we start to get up? Good, Kim. Hey, Kim, I might have some videos if you want to borrow them. They might start with a Z and end with an A and have a UMB in the middle. I have a bunch of them, so if anybody wants to borrow some, I can leave them on the driveway for anybody. All right, 15 seconds. We're going to start with those wood chops again. So get your band, get your weights. What did we do? 1 minute on each side, right? So I'm going to do the same weights, I guess. Yep. Ready? Because that was 15 seconds and I'm already talking, so now I'm going to give you an extra 10. Heart rate's down. Yep. Heart rate's down. In 3, 2, 1, go. Oh! That wasn't good, was it, for me to yell out that big grunt? But sometimes that little extra helps you with your breath. So if you were worried with those abs that we were just crunching to the middle, this is your obliques. This is your twist. This is a full body strength exercise right here. You're squatting, your quads, your glutes, your hamstrings, your calf, your shoulders, your core. Ooh, 10 seconds, your heart. In 5 seconds, so maybe one more, you're gonna switch sides. So drop it to the left and twist. Can you hear me breathing? Keep going, keep going, keep going. Exhale as you push up. So I said at the first round, my knee was hurting, but now as I've warmed up, not hurting as much. That's what happens. Use it or lose it. And I totally am doing these wrong, aren't I? Last time around I stopped and stood up. But whatever you're doing is great. It's hard to think, talk, move. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Mountain climbers. If you don't want to do the mountain climbers, I'm going to try something different. I'm going to try a plank with a shoulder reach in 3, 2, 1. So I'm going to show it right here. You're going to tap a shoulder and back down. Tap your other one and back down. So here and here. Your feet as wide as you need them for a little bit better base of support. You can do the mountain climbers again, but if you're doing the MVP challenge, you've already done your 10, so you're good, and you could switch to something different. Try to keep those hands underneath your shoulders. Oh yeah, that's a little harder. 15 seconds. Whew. 3, 2, and 1. Up we go. Up, 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 up. Alternating twisting lunges. Again, you do not have to use a weight. This time around, I am not going to use a weight. I'm just going to have my hands in prayer position. So engaging your core again, obliques. Right foot in 3, 2, 1, go. Holding the weight or not. You decide. You could also have your arms out and swing them to the side, seeing if you can go all the way back and forward. You decide what you would like to do. It's your workout. As long as your heart rate is getting elevated, as long as you're feeling it in your legs, your core, so that waist. Make sure your spine stays nice and long. You have less than 15. Next thing up, whoa. It's hard to look. I'll just tell you next thing up when we're done. I think it's triceps. So find your chair or a weight, dips, extension. If you use your band, you're going to switch to that other arm. 3, 2, 1, go. You can switch it up. So last time I did extensions, now I'm going to do dips. 10 seconds gone. Elbows straight back, booty straight down, elbows in, if that's no matter which one you're choosing to do. 30 seconds gone already. Shoulders as relaxed as you can. I know you're using them, but keep them down away from your ears. You got 15 seconds. 8, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, bicep curls, presses, squats. Whatever it is you're using. Weights, band, nothing but body weight is fine. In 3, 2, 1, go. Down, curl, press. Lift up on the toes if that is accessible to you. If it's not, perfectly fine. So it's probably not if you're using the bands, unless you have them really locked underneath your toes. We doing okay, everybody? I'm super, super happy that you're here, because really, about now I'd be quitting if it wasn't for you. So if that's how you feel, do not quit. We are almost done. Almost done. One more time. Put the weights down and lay down for push-ups, or on the chair, or on the wall. You got 1 minute. In 3, 2, 1, go. Down and up. Oh, don't quit, don't quit, don't quit. Do not quit. We're going to be stronger when we get back to whatever it was we were doing before this crap hit us, right? People are calling extra pounds that people are going to gain the Corona 15. We are not doing that. We are not gaining 15 pounds. Let's commit to staying the same, getting stronger, losing some weight, or maybe even gaining 15 pounds of muscle. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, up. I am not gaining 15 pounds. Not doing it. All right, crouching rows. 2 more things to do, and we will be done. Done, done, done. I might add in a couple extra things, but probably not. Okay, crouching rows. So here, here, and here. If you're using the band, you're switching sides. If you weren't, and you're using weights, I'm switching weights. If you're already going, great. If you're not, then 3, 2, 1, 3 on each side. If you're alternating, last standing exercise. Last standing exercise. Make it your best. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Keep your spine long. If you want to switch every time, you don't want to do 3. I guess I'm just used to doing this with group power, so it makes me do that. But you can go 1 and switch. No, I can't do that. All right, does anybody remember where we started? 3, 2, 5 seconds, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Down on the floor. Let's finish with some abs. So, down on the floor. If you want to wait, you can grab it and lay it just on your chest. Just a small weight. We're just going to crunch up and down. Feet on the floor. Hands on the weight on your chest. or hands just behind you. We're just going to go until I say stop, and we're going to switch things up. So we got a little extra time. We have been using our core through all the exercises, but I like to spend maybe 5 full minutes just on some core stuff, because I know some of you are missing group core as well. So let's put your knees up over your chest. If you want, you can hold a weight or a book right over your face. I want you to drop your knees to one side, your arms and weight to the other, back to center, and to the other side, and back to center. You do not have to hold the weight. You can definitely do this with just your body weight. So if you're not using the weight, you might be able to twist a little bit more. I'd like you to go to that point where you almost feel like you're going to tip over, but don't tip over. So use those oblique muscles to come back to center. Use your breath. If you want, maybe those legs straighten, and you'll notice your range of motion shortens. You won't be able to twist as far. Working the shoulders with your arms straight up. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So feet up, arms up, put that weight back behind you, and then put your hands, let's say hands behind your head, or you can reach your hands here with your head up, or your hands behind your head if that hurts your neck in any way. I want you to flex your feet, bring your right foot down slow, tap your heel, bring your foot right back up. Other side, down and back up. And then let's just keep doing that. Don't go fast. Do not go fast up or down. If you are going faster than me, you are too fast. You can go slower than me, that's for sure. That will make it a lot harder. And if this hurts your knees, if it hurts your back, bend your knees. So think about pushing your low back into the mat. Let's go 2 more times on each side. One more on each side. Unless you're going slower, maybe you're still working, which is perfectly fine. Feet down, upper body lifts, palms up. I want you to just reach for your right heel with your right fingers. Come back to center, reach for your left heel with your left fingers. Center. And then do that over and over. And if that feels bad for your neck, so it is starting to hurt my neck, I'm just going to put my hands behind my head and reach with my elbows instead of my fingers. So you're going to feel it in your core for sure. You're going to feel it in your obliques. But stop at center and then laterally reach side to side. We're going to do 8, 7, 6, 5, more each side. And then head down, knees in, give yourself a big hug. Nice job. Give yourself a high five, which is just a clap. And give yourself that big hug. All right, take those knees and drop them over to your left. Looking up or to your right. All right, so hang with me 2 or 3 more minutes, just a quick stretch, because I know you're all coming back in 30 minutes for yoga, where we're going to get a really nice stretch. Knees back up to center. Drop them over to the right. And so remember, I can see when you drop off, so if you ever leave class early, I can tell. Just kidding, I can't really. I wish I could, but I can't. I can tell the number of people that are viewing at one certain time, but I can't tell who it is that comes on and off. So don't worry. You're sort of anonymous. All right, come back up to center. Your left leg up. Grab behind it somewhere. So this is week 4 of our shutdown of non-essential, well, sort of shutdown, or 4 weeks, sort of 4 weeks. But I'd like to know how you guys are feeling, because I actually feel like I have done more over the last 3 weeks than I normally do. Let's switch sides. I track all my stuff using the Weight Watcher online app, and I have way more fit points in the last 3 weeks than I have over the previous 3 or 4 weeks, just because I'm doing these extra little boot camp things and riding my bike outside. I'm keeping up with my ride classes that way, still doing yoga, which is substituting for Synergy and yoga, so I cannot thank you guys enough for doing this with me. Let's cross your left leg over your right. And somebody asked me to play golf, I think this morning. Yeah, it's this morning. Cindy did. I said I can't do it in the morning because I got class. And I thought, that sounds kind of weird because the gyms are all closed, but I got class. I have commitments. And I'm glad you guys are committing with me. Let's switch sides, get those glutes stretched. All right, let's sit up. Let's put your hands behind your back and open up your chest. Let's actually flex your feet while you're doing it. Look up. So getting your chest, getting those biceps. And then pull your shoulder blades apart. All right, then triceps. And then switch. All right, and then a big inhale up. Thank you guys for joining me. I'll see you in about 30 minutes for yoga if you want to join me. I'll try to post things out on YouTube. I sometimes forget about that. But you can always watch them back on Facebook. Tell anybody, please go over to YouTube and at least subscribe to the channel just so it looks like I have a lot of subscribers. Make me feel good. Have a fabulous day. Again, let me know what you're doing. Shoot me a message anytime on Facebook. Text me, email me, whatever. Check out the MVP site if you can donate just even $5. To some of my coworkers who are part-time that actually really need the money during this time, I would really, really, really appreciate it for them. It's not for me. I just do this job because I love it. I don't need the money because I'm retired. I'm just feel terrible for my part-time people who rely on this job for their living expenses. So thank you. See you in 30 minutes. Namaste. Bye-bye.